And we're back. Episode 14, guys. 14. It's the PNA Cast podcast. In this episode, we talked a lot of shit. We discussed all the fucking drama that's in the welterweight division of the UFC. You know, Woodley versus Till, our thoughts on it, our early predictions, the Colby Covington and Gustafsson drama. Just, there's a lot of drama this week in MMA. A lot of fucking prima donnas and shit, you know what I mean? And what else? We also talked about NBA free agency a little bit again, and a lot about Motor City MyLeague and gaming. We pretty much in this episode just talked about whatever fucking came to our mind. And some of the previous episodes, like when we first started making the podcast, we would literally write down on a fucking note piece of paper all the topics we wanted to talk about, because when we first started podcasting, we would always forget what the fuck we wanted to talk about while podcasting, which isn't bad. We were just having a conversation, but you'd get that like, oh fuck, we didn't talk about this, and we didn't want to have that feeling. So initially we started writing shit down, but now we're moving past that shit. We're trying to be fucking professionals with this shit and just enjoy it. No scripts, no fucking writing shit down, premeditating what we want to say. We want to just jump on, talk about what the fuck's on our mind, and have a good time with this fucking thing. So that being said, let us know what you think. Let us know if this sounds a little bit different, or if you like the old style compared to the new style. Well, new style, give it a few more fucking episodes for you, judge. All right, guy? Jesus Christ. And that being said, tune in.
There.
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
After this podcast.
Yeah.
Go in the kitchen.
Okay.
Grab a knife.
Yep.
Stab yourself in the head.
In the head?
Know that if you think that you didn't do something long enough, eventually you will legit think that it never happened.
I've heard there's some actual psychology behind telling one of your friends a lie repeatedly.
And you believe it?
They'll eventually start believing it. I think it was 3 times. If you bring it up at separate occasions, just, hey, do you remember that time I slipped on that milk at the grocery store? They'll be like, no, was I there? You're like, yeah, you were right fucking there. And then you dismiss it for like a month.
Have you ever tried this?
No. I just heard about it, and it sounds interesting to me. So maybe I will try it. So then a couple months pass or something, you bring it right back up.
Okay, but what are you going to lie about?
Oh, I don't know. My first thought,
we got to do it to Sam.
Do we?
Yes.
Good thing she doesn't listen to the podcast, otherwise she'd hear the plan. But
yeah, she's not a very good supporting girlfriend.
So unsupportive.
That being said, what kind of lie are you going to do?
I feel like if it's your girlfriend, you should be the one lying to her.
Like what, though?
I don't know. Let's see you create something in your head for once in your life.
That's literally the worst fucking thing you could do to me right now is make me think.
It's like your kryptonite.
I'd have... I don't know. We'll think about it throughout the podcast.
Something embarrassing that she did because...
That she did or that I did?
That she did. Because she'll lie about it. Whether she knows she did it or not, she'll defend herself.
She'll immediately go on defense mode.
Right, she'll defend herself. And the more she defends herself, the more it solidifies that it actually fucking happened. So if you bring it up months in advance,
what about like
months apart?
Something like, do you remember that time you spilt that whole pot of coffee? Or is that like too lame?
That's lame. I want something that'll resonate. I want something that'll change her as a person once she
I
realizes.
I'm not trying to fucking corrupt my girlfriend.
Corrupt, you can change her in a good way.
Do you remember that time you threw a knife at me?
There you go. Or dropped a knife and it almost landed on my foot, something like that.
No, you threw a knife at me.
Oh, okay, wow. We're just going straight for the attempted murder. That's great.
I can envision her doing that to me in the future, so... Actually, let's not do that. Because if she thinks in her head she's done it before and okay...
It might set a precedent that it's okay in the future.
Yeah.
That's right. Good choice.
Let's just say she dropped the fucking knife and almost stabbed me in the foot.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
So you bring that up once. She's going to defend herself. Like, no, I never done that. And
are you going to have my back?
If you guys ask, I won't interject or anything because that's suspicious. If you guys ask me, though, I will 100% say, yeah, that happened in like fucking April. What are you talking about?
Okay.
It was around my birthday. Don't you remember this? And she'll start defending herself and she'll focus on it so much that the next time I bring it up, she'll start to think.
See,
must have actually happened.
The only fucking bad thing about that is I am such a bad liar. So I'm going to have to go on straight act mode.
I could do it.
Like, I need that, like, face. You know? Put the hand over the face and action. I could do it.
Can you do it?
Yes.
Act in front of me right now. Play a role.
Ready? Well, what role?
You're a 20s mobster. Someone just stole your money. I stole your money and you want to get it back from me. Go!
You robbed a fucking mobster?
Hey, you Irish? Is that what that was? I thought this was an Italian.
This is what
gang.
happened.
You guys
This is what
are
happened.
Unprofessional.
I was trying to be a New Yorkian.
New Yorkian?
Yes, I think that's a thing.
New Yorker.
But for some reason, Irish came out in the beginning. And then
help
it
it.
transitioned itself into a New York accent.
Did it?
Yeah.
Point is, you might be around to something with this worry about your acting. It's not impressive.
I can be like Ally Quinte, like, hey, you take my $20? You take my $20? You take $20 from a mobster?
I will fuck you up. I will fuck you up right
You
here.
won't do fucking anything. I will
Right
shoot
in the
you in the
street.
fucking head.
In the street.
Pull out the gun.
With your
Boom.
ma?
See, you can't talk no more. I shot you. You're dead.
I'll go up to your ma.
Dead.
I'll have her a piece too.
Cut. I can't work with this guy. I shot him.
I'm giving him everything right now. This is me.
You want to hear something fucking crazy?
What?
I was watching this video on the way to work because sometimes on the morning drive to work.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You drive a car
Yes.
with a video on
Yes.
that you watch.
No.
No, you don't watch the video, huh?
I
It's
watch.
just there
I
for
listen and I briefly look
ambient
down.
noise.
Briefly look down. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Sometimes I look down too long, but has that like fucked me up yet?
No, so it probably won't in the future, huh?
It's early in the morning. There's like nobody on the road.
There's no excuse you can give to me right now.
The only thing that's in danger is a deer. That's the only thing, which I have almost hit a deer.
Of course you have. Okay, go
But
on.
anyways, I was watching like top 10 crazy things about movies you don't know, some shit like that. And one of the things was in the movie The Departed.
Good movie.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
I've seen parts of it. I've never watched the whole thing. But Jack Nicholson was doing a scene with Leonardo DiCaprio. And he felt like Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't bringing up enough fear. So one day he went on set and he was acting crazy. Like he was mumbling to himself and just like lost it. He had like whiskey or some kind of alcohol in his hand and a lighter. And he like poured the fucking whiskey on the table and then lit it and lit the whole fucking table on fire in front of him and started like screaming shit, like acting like a crazy lunatic. And I think he pulled out a fake prop gun. What? And he only did it just to bring the fear out of Leonardo DiCaprio.
So rile Leo up.
Yeah.
Was that the bar scene afterwards where?
I just told you, I've only watched parts of it.
Surely you've seen that scene though, where Leo smashes the fucking glass over the guy's head.
Nope. Not ever.
You uncultured swine.
I've seen a scene of, what is it called? Django? I've never even watched the movie, but
You've seen a scene of Django?
yes, a scene of Django, speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, because he's such a really good actor, when he's talking at the table, being really, really racist as fuck. Like you can see the racist hate in his eyes, and he like slams his hand down on the table, and there's blood there. That's he legit fucked himself up, and he had to get stitches after this scene. But he stayed in character the whole time, and they gave him a round of applause.
Did they?
Yeah, well, that's what I heard. I mean, I wasn't there.
Skeptical about the round.
I just heard it from a guy that knew a guy that was there.
You read it on the internet,
Yeah,
like
so
everyone else.
that's my
a
guy
pretty
I know.
common
That's
story.
my guy I know, and he knew a guy that was there, and he got his information from there.
This is a pretty common story from around the time that Django was released and like in Oscar nominations. But you don't fucking watch Quentin Tarantino movies, do you?
No, I don't like him.
You're an idiot.
I don't like him, but I have like a fucking negative perspective right off rip.
I know. You don't even watch them.
I have.
Kill Bill. You saw one bitch's scalp get
I've
cut
seen
off.
Kill
all of
Bill,
a sudden.
and I've seen the Nazi one.
Inglourious Bastards.
That one was good.
Okay. So far you got a 50-50 win rate.
I couldn't watch all Pulp Fiction. I haven't watched it all. I need to watch that movie. And then the other movies,
Assuming
I
you
don't care
like
to watch.
that one, that's 75%.
The thing that makes me hate Quentin Tarantino movies is I never seen Kill Bill, and my whole workplace at my first job ever was talking so highly of this movie.
It's a great movie.
Like it was some amazing fucking movie.
It's a good
And
movie.
they're talking about all the ninja scenes and how much this
Choreography.
fucking badass chick is whipping everybody's asses.
It's ahead of its time.
And it came on one day at work. And it's literally a bitch doing a 1-inch punch in a casket 6 feet under. And she gets out of a fucking casket with 6 feet of dirt on top of it
Yeah, she climbs out.
with a 1-inch punch.
Climbs out. She had been practicing that punch for fucking years, man. With a master.
I was expecting...
A master of kung fu.
expecting like a martial arts woman that's just a badass, not some fake bullshit.
There were no martial arts women at the time, Nick. There was no women's bantamweight of the UFC at the time.
Regardless.
No, not
I
regardless.
was expecting that.
You shouldn't.
That being said, another thing that really turned me off in that movie is when at the end she's fighting like 100 people. It's like wave 1, go. Wave 2, go.
88 people. Call it crazy 88.
Oh my fuck. Whatever.
It's important.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I was rounding up.
You don't do that.
She is killing all these people like it's nothing.
Yep.
I physically watched a spiked mace, hit her in the head. And it didn't do dick.
Boom. Oh,
It
man.
didn't do anything.
That hurt.
Oh, so what is she, a fucking superhero now?
Listen, man, you're clearly approaching this movie with the complete incorrect mindset.
Correct.
So do better and watch it again with the correct mindset.
I have to watch it high
It doesn't
and
have
take
to be
it
the
as
case.
like a funny action movie.
That's what it is. It's supposed to be like a spectacle. Like, holy shit, can't believe that happened. Like the shit with Lucy Liu, her child story. Did you watch that?
Who's Lucy Liu?
Who is... All right, so...
Is that the girl from Wizard of Oz?
Another thing we can talk about
That's Dorothy.
is NBA 2K18.
What about it, man?
The Motor City MyLeague.
Oh, you talking about the YouTube series that I finally convinced you to break down in parts?
You just can't help but brag about something. If you're right about literally anything,
I never said I was right.
you want... No, you haven't. You just keep bringing it up. You want me to say it.
I have a theory, that's all.
A theory?
A theory that when a YouTube channel first starts up, you shouldn't upload long videos because people don't know your brand and people don't know you. So they're going to be way less inclined to click on a 30-minute video opposed to like a 10-minute video because they're not going to want to waste 30 minutes of their life on some random person. They're not really going to take that chance, you know?
Sure.
That was my theory.
Sure. Makes sense.
But then your theory was nobody's going to want to watch half a basketball game.
I mean, it still sounds weird to me because I don't think I would watch half
I
of a
agree.
sports game.
Nobody wants to watch half a basketball game, but I feel like that 10-minute aspect is more intriguing. And if they do want to watch the rest of it, it's not like that part 2 is not there. And it's going to be recommended like the very next thing.
True.
So
Well, that's why we're doing it. So
we're going to try it out and see if we get more views.
the latest episode that just came out was part 1. Part 2 is actually coming out today as the day of this recording,
Oh, shit.
which is Friday.
Don's getting his editing on.
Excuse me.
You fucking filthy piece of shit.
And then the next episode, where we wrap up the first round of the playoffs, will be coming out on the weekend.
Damn, so you got 3 videos out of one session?
What?
Did you make 3 videos out of one recording session?
No. We got the first Bucks game.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
I see.
2 videos.
I see.
Second one coming out today. And then the next game, since we are apparently sweeping them, don't do any spoilers, but we're 3-0 right now going into this last game.
This last game's exciting.
It is
It
exciting.
straight up is exciting. I don't even fucking
The
care.
ending was astounding to me.
Yeah.
I literally got up and yelled, you got to check it out. Go on our YouTube channel.
I was in the rocking chair, so I didn't get up. I just rocked back really fucking far, and I almost
Rocking furiously back and forth. It was tense stuff, but
It was a really fun game.
we're actually doing pretty well. I think I'm surprised. I'm actually doing pretty well. I'm very surprised.
You are doing really, really good at shooting.
Right.
Your shooting
I'm
is on point now.
I'm our scorer. You're like our Darren McCarty, oddly enough. You're just
Fuck off!
You're just
I'm not
causing
a
havoc.
goon.
You are a goon, man. You're just causing havoc
I'm not
around
an
people.
unproductive goon.
You kind of are. Let's see, how many threes can Nick chuck up before he fouls out?
Do you have the stats of the last game?
No. I know I had 29. No, I had 34 points. You had 31. So
Oh, what the fuck, asshole!
in the last game, we were definitely both a driving force, but
And in my defense, I have to fucking guard the freak. And by I have to guard, I mean I have to not guard because it didn't work out that well. It worked out okay. But
yeah,
it's-
Giannis ended up getting like 25 a game, which isn't terrible. Throughout the playoffs so far, I think I'm averaging 29.5 points a game, and you're averaging like 21 or 24.
Probably 21, honestly.
Yeah, it's just like your shots don't go in. You got some kind of shooting bug.
It's all good though.
Maybe you need to work on your shot, your motion.
I'm definitely more of a complete player than you. Way more. 1000%. Bet you I got more rebounds, more assists,
No,
and more steals.
you do not have more assists.
The player has more assists. Because you've been barely getting any assists lately.
That's because my teammates don't fucking score. It's easy when I'm the one scoring, and all you have to do is throw it to me, and if I'm anywhere remotely near the net, it goes in.
Pish posh Kobe.
Pish posh.
Wannabe.
I'd like to see how many of my points are assisted on, and how many of your points are just you running towards the net after.
Hey, I gotta do my thing.
10 handle moves, 10 crossovers, and you make your way to the net. But you're gonna blame me for not having any assists.
Mm-hmm. It's all your fault, bro. You're supposed to like fucking coordinate the fucking offense.
There was this funny thing that happened where I needed an image for the YouTube thumbnail, but we didn't take any pictures because we don't look forward like that. We don't look ahead.
What do you mean?
I didn't take a picture of the game, like a high res picture, for me to use for the thumbnail.
Oh.
Of the Milwaukee Bucks game. So I had to go back into. I have an older save that doesn't interfere with our current one, so that I can replay the games and catch a photo. But it was outside of the playoffs, so I had to go back into the playoffs. Milwaukee didn't fucking make it the second time. Oh my
god, you seriously did that much effort?
I had to, but I thought about like trying to engineer some matchup between the Bucks and us. Maybe I send to the very next year and just go to the first game, but I just decided to load up against the Pacers. Took a very vague shot of that.
That's why it was so far away.
That's why it's from the arena. I was like, wow, this actually looks pretty artistically done for something that's completely out of laziness.
You winged it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, yeah, a little behind the scenes of the YouTube channel. That was very interesting.
Yeah, so in round two...
In round two, as expected, we got the LeBron.
Oh, fuck. I was thinking Boston for some
nope,
reason.
You're wrong. LeBron's first. Daddy, the king, the man.
Dude, my character has a tough-ass route.
We have the exact same tough route.
No, you don't.
I think mine's...
I disagree with you completely.
Just because I do a better job.
Listen, I have to go through Giannis.
And LeBron.
LeBron.
Okay.
Hayward.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant's probably playing... Draymond.
Who do you got to go through, Dalton? Who'd you go through against Milwaukee?
Eric Bledsoe.
Who?
Eric Bledsoe.
Cleveland?
He let me get 35 points on
What about Cleveland?
I'm not sure they have a point guard. Next.
Kyrie
Irving, assuming he
Steph.
makes it. And then Steph, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just comparing Giannis and LeBron to Kyrie and Steph. I think mine's harder. Giannis is only going to get 25 on you. Kyrie and Steph can easily get 30 without even
LeBron
without
can
me doing
get
anything.
fucking 45 triple-double.
That's because you let him. He's in your head and you know it.
There's nothing you can do against LeBron.
There's
sometimes.
nothing you can do against LeBron.
I want to see you guard LeBron.
Well, obviously I can. I'm 5 foot nothing.
Play as my guy.
Oh, I will. I would love to play as your guy. I think I would kill shit.
Okay, we can try that next game. Fuck around.
No, I don't want you being a little ass point guard. There's no way you'll be able to do anything.
Fuck out of here. I'll be doing layups and getting fouls all day.
You don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I do. Mm-mm. You run up and you hit that controller back. That's all you gotta do.
I think you've tried that and hasn't ended well for you. Oh, well. So that's basketball.
Did you know Weidman and Rockhold are fighting?
Fucking kidding me. Yeah. How about you tell me about it, Nick? I've never heard that before.
It's not official.
No. So why are you telling me it?
I think it's gonna
why are you saying it with such certainty?
Everyone's saying like Brett Akamoto from ESPN.
Who the
He's from ESPN. He's like their
I thought
first
Ariel
reporter.
Helwani was from ESPN.
He is too, as well.
They can't have multiple.
Yes, you can.
I feel like Ariel should go beat him up.
I kind of feel bad for Brett because if you're gonna have like a podcast on your ESPN channel that's only about MMA, why wouldn't you have Brett Akamoto do it? But then he just doesn't want to do it. He definitely doesn't have as much experience of being on camera for fucking 6 hours straight interviewing people as Ariel Helwani does.
That sounds ridiculous.
He really does. He sits there for 5 hours with no breaks, no nothing. He does that shit live. He's a pro's pro.
He's a trooper.
Yeah, for real. But Weidman and Rockhold are supposed to fight at MSG.
What weight class?
185. So Rockhold's not going up. What do you think?
I've been disappointed with both of their performances. So,
Weidman won his last fight.
Has he?
Got
such a
Calvin
shit memory
Gastelum.
with all this shit.
Choked his ass out.
Okay.
I think that was his last fight. Let me double check. But what do you think?
I've always loved taking the wrestler in these kinds of matchups, especially with Chris Weidman. But I don't know, man.
I was gonna say, do you remember how Luke Rockhold mounted Weidman, and Weidman couldn't get up.
It's not really the same kind of matchup where Luke Rockhold lets him do that.
So what do you think?
Stop asking me that. I don't know, clearly. And I'm just stumbling around looking for something here, and you're not helping me, man.
Weidman's 14-3. His record's not bad at all.
Rockhold is 16-4.
His last fight was a win against Calvin, but then before that was the Gegard Mousasi controversial TKO, and then he lost to Yoel Romero, which he was.
That was the fight before?
Yeah, he was winning.
Mousasi's not even in UFC anymore.
Yeah, dude, it was in 2017. Weidman hasn't fought since 2017 in July.
Crazy.
But he lost to Yoel Romero right before that. And I don't know if you remember that fight. He was like winning rounds 1 and 2. And then in the third round, he just got fucking kneed from hell. Yeah. KO'd his ass.
Was that accidental? I'm pretty sure it was accidental, right?
That was not accidental.
Weidman launched his.
Weidman went in for a weak ass takedown. He, you could tell it was happening. You could see
that Weidman couldn't tell it was happening.
You could see, no, he was like projecting the takedown is what I'm saying. Like he was, you could tell he was a little tired.
He telegraphed it?
Yes, that's the word I was thinking of, but I couldn't manifest it.
That's what I'm here for, pal.
But he went in for a lazy takedown, and then Romero, with the freak athleticism that he has at fucking 87 years old, knees him in the head, knocks him out.
Just popped him in the forehead with a kneecap. That'll do it.
Yeah, it was nuts. He opened him up. But when I first heard about this fight, I immediately thought like, fuck, this is a tough fight for Weidman, because last time didn't go so well for Weidman.
Sure.
And like I knew Rockhold was on antibiotics that fight because he had a staph infection. And I don't know if you know, but when you're on antibiotics, it's extremely fucking hard to work out. Your body just exhausts itself.
Really?
Yeah. Because antibiotics are like not good for you sometimes. They can make you even worse.
Well, yeah.
I don't know the science behind it, but I'm pretty sure an antibiotic is like
it gives you the
bug, right?
Yeah.
And then it like
bacteria puts the bacteria in there so that your immune system can fight the
kicks
bacteria.
in.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So try fighting while
with that bacteria in you. Yeah, sure. Definitely has a detrimental effect on
you. But that being said, Rockhold hasn't looked amazing his past few fights either. And when I say he hasn't looked amazing, it's just because he's losing. He looks good when he's fighting. He just
something goes wrong.
He's too confident, I feel. He keeps his chin out. Like with Bisping, he was way too confident, and he did not give Bisping enough respect.
As did no one else, yeah.
Sure. And then he got knocked the fuck out. And then with Yoel Romero, he was winning. He was outstriking him, and then fucking had a hand low, boom, right on the button, and then knocked him out from hell when he was fucking on the canvas. That was a horrible knockout.
That was bad times.
And then David Branch, the fight that he won right before that, he got clipped in the first round, and his knees buckled. He almost got knocked out by David fucking Branch.
Yeah, he's got Alistair chin.
He's
for real.
Chinny. Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if he's chinny, as in having a bad chin, or if he just keeps his chin out there. And
it does look like it. And
you're a middleweight, and you hit hard as fuck, so you're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
And like, I would not be surprised if Weidman knocks him out at all. Weidman got a chin. Weidman takes fucking hits for sure.
Doesn't have a forehead apparently.
Well, nobody has a forehead against that knee. I'll tell you that right now. But in the first fight, I think Weidman won the first round, but it was very fucking close. And then he was winning the second round. Is that when the spinning lousy kick happened? Was it in the end of the second round or end of the third round? Regardless, he either like won the first 2 rounds and then the spinning kick happened and he got demolished in the third round, or that was the second round. That being said, he got finished in the third or the fourth, and it was all mainly because he threw that weak ass spinning back kick, and Rocco got his back, took him down, mounted him. Weidman couldn't get out of the mount, and he was just fucking laying down the elbows.
Yep.
So you don't do the spinning kick, then there's a very interesting fight. But Rocco not being on antibiotics makes it even more interesting. It's in Weidman's hometown. He's had bad luck in New York. I'm pretty sure he's defeated.
Really?
In New York, yeah.
Like purely defeated, like 0-something?
0-2.
Damn.
I believe. Yeah, because he lost to Yoel Romero at MSG, and then he lost to Mousasi.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn, in his hometown.
I remember it was such
and he
bullshit.
was really, really mad at the commission. And he was like, I don't think I'm going to fight in New York again. Something like that.
Here he is.
Yeah, for sure. You got to fight in your hometown, man. That's that same card in Yoel Romero and what's his name? Do you remember his name?
Paulo Costa.
Are fighting. Battle of the fucking bots.
Seriously, those guys look like they could squash a small human being with their biceps.
I think Paulo Costa might look better than Yoel.
Look better? Is this like a male modeling
He
contest?
looks like more built.
Are the fighters gonna walk out there and like do the little
But
flexes?
then again, Yoel Romero looks fucking crazy.
Also, Yoel Romero's like fucking 40.
Yeah. I think there's something going on there.
You think there's something going on?
Yeah.
There's probably something going on with both of them. I just saw a picture of Paulo Costa with like the rest of his team. He looks like the fucking Hulk.
Is he like twice the size of all of
Yes!
them?
His veins are popping. He looks like fucking Vitor.
GSP said that it's still easy to cheat now.
Yeah. Just do something that's undetectable or flushes out in a couple days or something.
Right. Like, even though you still technically have to tell USADA where you are at all times and they can randomly drug test you, all you gotta do is tell them that you're out of town.
Just duck them.
Yeah, like say, hey, I'm gonna be out of town for a few days, and you go out of town, and then you fucking
Do more steroids.
You take this whatever supplement you want, then you train and you get the benefits from it, and then by the time you're back in town,
You flushed it out.
yeah,
It's a perfect crime.
it's a shitty crime.
Yeah. And then Yoel has a tendency of not making weight and doing all these in-between round shenanigans.
That tendency of making weight thing, I don't hold Yoel up to it that bad.
No?
No, because he's missed weight his past 2 fights, sure. The first time he missed weight, he took a last-minute fight.
Right.
Where he literally had to fly all the way to fucking Australia.
Sure.
So he missed it by like 2 pounds. So I don't blame him for that. He took a last-minute fight. It's whatever. And then fight before that against Whitaker, or not before that, after that, when he missed by like 0.2 pounds, that was bullshit. Because he weighed in and he was like 1 pound over, so he had a 2-hour allowance to make weight. But the commission stopped him after only 1 hour.
Oh, yeah.
And he thought, because he knew he had 2 hours, so his first hour he was just like kind of relaxing, putting towels on him, trying to get him warm and shit. Like an easy way without trying to immediately just like force yourself into a sweat by working out, because you're exhausted at that point. You kind of just want to let it happen.
Just take it easy.
And it cut it short by half, and then he didn't make it. So I don't hold those highly against him. And I don't even hold Darren Till's weight highly against him, just because if the speculation is true that his girlfriend was in the hospital or one of his family members was in the hospital and he literally had to fucking go back and forth, like, I don't blame him.
Sure. Speaking of, he's got a fight now, right?
Did you like that transition there?
You can do that on purpose.
I totally did. I wasn't thinking about it in the head, but I thought about it at that time.
Afterwards, yeah,
and I was like, oh, yeah, good. Let's do this.
So Darren Till is fighting
Tyron.
Woodley. I like Tyron.
I like him too. I like him in this fight. Darren Till is a big motherfucker, though.
Sure.
I'll say I think Kobe would be a way easier fight for Tyron.
Kobe Bryant?
Kobe.
Basketball player? He could probably do it.
Kobe might fuck around and knock him out. Kobe got the confidence like nobody else. His confidence is better than McGregor's.
He's scared of no man.
Yeah, for sure. But fuck Kobe.
Colby.
Colby.
With an L.
Colby. You happy?
Covington.
Yes. That would have been an easier fight for Tyron. Because Tyron has the highest takedown percentage in welterweight, or takedown defense in welterweight history.
Yeah. Have you seen his thighs?
Yeah, they're like they're like almost as good as mine, son. They're like mine, but athletic as fuck. Thighs.
Yeah.
Mine are just big thighs.
Not really comparable.
No, mine gets super sore after like 1 day of insanity.
Oh, man. I get sore walking upstairs. Okay, go on.
About Tyron?
Yeah.
Well, with Till's just extremely huge. And
Extremely huge.
no, I'm saying he's huge, so Tyron may have a hard time taking him down. He might not. But I don't think Tyron is gonna just try to wrestle him.
Wrestling?
I was listening to his periscopes that he does, and he was literally doing it while he was working out and talking about the fight. And then he's like, "See, I'm excited. I haven't fought a dog like this in a while, like a striker. And every time I fight a striker, it brings the best out of me." And he was talking about him versus Carlos when he fucking finished him the first round by blowing out his ACL by kicking it so hard. And then that might be exaggeration. I don't know if he like popped it somehow, but anyways, he was taking hard hits from Tyron for sure. And then that last fight against Robbie Lawler, he fucking destroyed him. And at 1 round, he finished like the most devastating welterweight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shocked the world.
Darren Till is a high pressured striker. He's like the opposite of Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy is an extremely high level striker, probably the highest level in UFC. But he's a counter striker.
Right.
He's patient. He wants you to come at him. Darren Till is a pressure fighter. He comes to you. He looks big as fuck. He like purposely tries to make himself look bigger. Just like, it's crazy because that's just like what fucking animals do.
Like a gorilla?
Yeah. Like him, he's a fucking gorilla. Every time you post something on Instagram, it ends with an emoji or a gorilla.
Seriously?
Yeah. Darren Till's he's dope, dude. He's super dope.
Super dope.
Super
dope gorilla.
He's one of those people that has the potential to be a 2-weight champ, but he has to do it early on, just like Conor. Because Conor, there's no way he can make 145 anymore.
Yeah, wouldn't even want him to.
Right, but he could at a young age because he had like less muscle and he was like lower weight anyway. Mm-hmm. He was very disciplined. Darren Till is kind of in the same boat right now, and so was Max Holloway, where they can be really disciplined and fucking cut a ridiculous amount of weight, be a champion at a young age because they're all young, and then when they get older, go to the weight above and still be a contender. But back to the fight. I think that Tyron might sleep Till.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Think clip him? He is fucking strong. I mean, he is. I think Tyron Woodley is the closest thing to a gorilla in terms of muscle size, and
I think you're going to be surprised at how much bigger Till is compared to Tyron.
Probably.
I really think he's gonna look like 2 weight classes different. Because Tyron's like 5'9".
I know Tyron's short.
Or 5'10". He's like small and stocky.
Yeah.
Till is fucking bit tall and stocky. Yeah. He ain't skinny.
True. He's not. He's definitely not Wonder Boy.
He's gonna be like the same stockiness of Tyron, but taller.
How is that fair?
He cuts more weight. And I'm sure Tyron has more muscle mass for sure, so that's why he weighs more.
Yeah.
But Tyron's a complete fucking fighter. He really is. He got the ground game. He has amazing striking, and he's a tactician. He's super smart with this shit now.
Probably. Do you think he wins against Wonder Boy another way than just waiting him out?
No.
So he does what he has to.
No, he's tried to take him down, but Weidman got Wonder Boy's wrestling up way too good, so he couldn't take him down. And you're not gonna go trying to knock out Wonder Boy,
right?
Unless the opportunity's there. You're not gonna go try to find the opportunity because that's how you get knocked out.
Exactly. So he plays these fights perfectly.
And with this fight, it just all depends on one, where Woodley's head's at. Because if he's intimidated by Till in the slightest, and he lets Till put the pressure on him, and he's like on the defense constantly, it's gonna be a lot harder for him to knock Till out. Because Till's gonna be able to like keep the pace on him and like judge the range.
Yeah, and with Tyron on his back foot, he's not gonna be able to generate any force.
He'll generate. He has enough power, but I just don't see him knocking out Till with like a typical wrestler overhand right. Because Till's striking is just too high of a level. I don't think he'll be in that position.
Not gonna let it happen.
So it's definitely gonna have to be like a counter strike, but I don't see it like an overhand right doing the trick. Watch it fucking happen first round.
You did say he's gonna sleep him, so.
I think he definitely can sleep him. And I also am extremely curious of Till's weight cut. Because this weight cut coming up will
be the test.
Yes. To see if you can do it still as a professional or not.
Tyron even called out his weight on an Instagram post. I think it was just today.
What did he say?
He said he'll sleep. I just forgot his name. He'll sleep Till even if he is overweight.
Yeah. He said that in that Periscope. He goes, he's like, a couple of pounds don't mean a damn thing. Like, I'll still fight him. He's going to lose part of his purse, but I'll still fight him. I'm glad for him.
Yeah.
I'm not glad for Colby. I think they did Colby dirty in a way. I think the only reason why they did Colby dirty is by giving him the interim title in the first place.
Yeah. I feel like interim titles are just bullshit.
I cannot believe I can't believe they're trying to force him to fight so quick. It hasn't even been 2 months.
Maybe it's him.
And it was a 5-round fight, and it wasn't like he knocked him out in the first 2 minutes.
Maybe it's him that wants to.
Who?
You talking about Colby?
Colby did not want to fight that quick. Tyron wants to fight now because he's healthy and he's ready and he's the champion. You can't just go based off the interim. Sure. So why give Colby the interim title? I think the only reason why they gave Colby the interim title was to force Tyron to fight him. Because Tyron didn't want to fight him. He always wanted them the money fights. He felt like Colby didn't deserve to fight him. He hasn't beat any high profile fighters. He's not a draw.
Not good enough.
but he won the interim title fair and square. He beat RDA. I was shocked. I'll give Kobe props for that. And it definitely jumped Kobe's stardom up as far as like his controversy and that people are like loving to hate him now.
Do you think he should be in line for a championship right now, though, anyway?
Yes.
You do? Like,
yes.
The next contender?
1,000%. I definitely don't think Till deserves a title shot after missing weight. If he made weight and he fucking finished Wonder Boy, or he was like a clearer decision, I would say yes. But even after that fight, it wasn't like an amazing fight.
I don't remember if I thought he won.
When we both first watched it, we both said bullshit. Wonder Boy won, and then I rewatched it and I was looking at the stats because I thought Wonder Boy was outstriking him like a ridiculous amount, but Till like outstruck him by a few. It was extremely close, but Till barely outstruck him. So I was like, my whole case was Wonder Boy outstruck him and there was like no damage done, but Till outstruck Wonder Boy and Till dropped Wonder Boy in the 5th round. So I was going to give the edge to Till, but it wasn't like a very decisive win. It wasn't a fucking win that gives you a title shot.
Right.
Over Kobe, who just dominated RDA, and RDA fucking dominated Robbie Lawler. So it was extremely
convincing.
Yeah, it was a really good fight.
Okay.
So I would have given the title shot to Kobe. That being said, well, I guess you can give it to Till just because Woodley wanted to fight so soon, and Kobe just fought, so Kobe should get the winner, which I guess he's gonna get either way.
Right.
But they stripped him of the fucking belt, and he gets all this negative backlash now because everyone's calling him a pussy, saying, because I guess the rumors is a sinus infection is what is keeping him out of the fight.
Yeah.
So Woodley's like, motherfucker, just take a Claritin, talking all this bump, talking all this shit. You know?
Talking all this bump.
Yeah, I think that's what Tyron said. So, and Kobe's gone like quiet. He hasn't said anything. So I know he's probably pissed off.
Yeah.
And he's probably shocked that the UFC's doing this to him.
I feel like, is the UFC like doing this a lot? Like trying to throw these fighters under the bus if they don't do what they want?
I think ever since the company change.
The buyout?
Yeah. The UFC is a lot less personable, and they're straight up business now.
Yeah. It's kind of shitty. I mean,
it is shitty, but the fighters need to say something. If not, then you're just letting a tyrant run all over you. And it's hard for them to say something because they're all independent contractors. They're all trying to feed their own.
Right. If you say,
and they don't get paid enough as it is.
If you say something and no one else does, then you might just get fired and lose your job and all your money.
And everybody who does speak up, typically, like Gegard Mousasi was talking all kinds of shit. They didn't re-sign him. He went to Bellator.
Yeah.
And then Rory McDonald said he needed more money. He's like, go into Bellator. Leslie Smith was saying she wanted to start this fighters union. They didn't re-sign her. And I mean, it's shitty because we're watching it happen. It's like corporate's winning. Yeah. And the fighters, all they need to do is fucking group up as one entity. If they do that, then they get a union no matter what. Because without the fighters, the promotion ain't shit.
Right. What are they going to sell?
Yeah. So, and they all know that, but they're all scared because they have to feed their own. And they don't make enough money to survive without consistently fighting. You know what I mean?
Because the UFC doesn't pay them enough. That's how they keep them down.
Yeah, it's shitty.
This is a microcosm of capitalism, man.
I was going to say, it's like a little mini America.
This is America.
Man.
This is bullshit.
Did you know next Saturday is UFC 227?
27?
Do you know who's fighting?
Is it some Polish person?
Who? Joanna's fighting tomorrow.
Oh, I thought so. Okay.
We already did those picks.
My bad.
You don't know who's fighting?
Mm-mm.
I can't wait to show you.
Why?
Because I think you're going to be super surprised.
Huh.
Can you read that? You got good eyes?
TJ Dillashaw?
And Cody Garbrandt.
Wow. Holy shit. That's next Saturday?
Yeah, and Mighty Mouse versus Henry Cejudo. Cub Swanson versus Renato Moicano? I don't know his last name.
Moicano.
And Gustafsson was supposed to fight Ozdemir on that card, but he got injured.
So much drama going on in the UFC,
There is a lot of drama going on.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know what I think about that with Gustafsson.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him a little bit. I feel bad for him in the sense that how convenient that you get injured before
right after talking all the shit.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's faking an injury. No. I think Gustafsson will fight anybody on the planet. He is an extremely talented individual.
Yeah.
He is like, if DC and John Jones were not in the division, he'd reign over everybody.
He's like a permanent number 3, though, I feel. Like, he just can't quite get there.
Right. And DC don't like him. So DC's using every opportunity possible to not fight Gustafsson because he knows that fight's going to be a hard fight. He will probably win it for sure.
I think he's already said in an Instagram post that he's never going to fight him again.
Yeah, after this injury, because
very disappointed in you, Alex. Very disappointed. You sound like a upset mother.
Yeah. So for everybody who doesn't know about this, Anthony Smith, who just retired Rashad Evans, fought Shogun Rua, and devastatedly knocked him the fuck out. He knocked him out on his feet with a fucking elbow, a fucking stand-up elbow strike right to the fucking temple, dude.
Lights out.
And it was brutal. And Anthony Smith is looking like a fucking beast. He's a young up-and-comer, and it's exciting because the light heavyweight division doesn't have dick. That's why Shogun's still number 6 in the fucking world. You know what I mean?
Ridiculous, yeah.
And he called out Gustafsson because I think Glover got injured or some shit. So he's like, I'll fight him on short notice. He's going to fight him in like a 2-week notice. And like a day after that, Gustafsson announced that he's out of the fight because he has an injury. So everyone was like, "Oh, this fucking pussy, blah blah blah." Gustafsson says he'll fight DC anytime, anywhere, but he's not gonna fight Anthony Smith.
Right.
Like, and then people were saying that he feels like he like deserves more than what he should, and he feels privileged, and he's acting like a fucking drama queen. So he's getting a lot of fucking negative feedback everywhere.
Has he ever said anything that like illustrates that though?
He's done the things that he has done that has bothered me. Is immediately after when Luke Rockhold got knocked out by Yoel Romero, the day after Gustafsson called him out. Called him out and saying like, I'll beat up like DC's little chump brother, some shit. He was like just talking shit to Luke Rockhold only because of DC. And Rockhold said he wanted to move up to light heavyweight. So he called out somebody who just got knocked out a day before. So I can understand why DC doesn't like it. And I think that's kind of a dirty move. Like,
I guess, but if you're a fighter, that's probably what his marketing team told him to do. While Luke Rockhold's name is still in the news.
That ain't him though. I think at least that wasn't Gustafsson. Back in the day, he was like a confident, respectful,
just a mauler. He was just winning and fought.
He's a dog, dude. He was like my favorite fighter after he fought John Jones.
Yeah.
He arguably won that fucking fight.
Neither here nor there. Let's
one of the greatest fights of all time, dude.
One thing I do love from all this drama that's happening is the amount of fun that Daniel Cormier is having with it.
Oh, yeah.
He's just throwing shots out to literally everybody, and they're all hilarious.
Daniel Cormier is literally doing what Ovechkin is doing the whole summer.
He's just like taking a tour around America talking shit, whereas Ovechkin's just lifting a trophy in various places.
Just getting wasted everywhere. We know suck this year. But DC deserves this though, because he's been the laughing stock for a lot of the fucking
laughing stock.
For
That's
a lot
extreme.
of the he has been for the casual fans.
Sure, okay.
Everyone's like dogging him. They still dog him. Like
all the morons on Twitter say, "You lost to John Jones, motherfucker."
They still do that.
I know. I've seen
it. They blame the eye poke controversy shit too.
He does poke people's eyes though.
Yeah, and he did fucking knuckle deep,
like
Stipe's
in the
eye.
eyelid.
Yeah. Obviously, he wasn't trying to do that. He's trying to judge the range because he has a way less.
Okay, but if you're told not to do that,
sure,
don't fucking do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's like the number one thing that made him win that fight.
That was the deciding factor.
Yeah, I don't think
it's one of his 3 keys to victory.
That's what everybody's saying. Like, you got your ass beat by John Jones and you cheated to get the heavyweight title. Like, that's what the haters are saying. Not everybody. That's like what 10% maybe.
Isn't that so
saying.
crazy? They're just talking shit for. They clearly don't understand or know the specifics of it. So why are you talking shit?
That shit bothers me.
It's crabs in a bucket.
It literally. I dig the reference. It literally like lowers my morale sometimes.
You lose faith in humanity.
Yeah, like I'll go on I'll go on Facebook and then I'll read a Red Wing post and I'll go to the comments just because I'm curious to see like, oh, what do people think about this? Is this a good thing that we re-sign home? Is that a good thing? And the top fucking comments are always just extremely negative and hateful and
right, it's all trolls.
Toxic. Yeah. Why do the trolls get so much attention? And why do they have such a bigger voice?
Crooked nail sticks out. Right? Is that how that goes? You know what I mean.
I don't fucking know. Crooked nail sticks out.
Yeah. Or no, the nail that sticks out gets the hammer. Something like that. There's a reference here. There's a saying. There's something there.
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
After this podcast.
Yeah.
Go in the kitchen.
Okay.
Grab a knife.
Yep.
Stab yourself in the head.
In the head?
Hard as you can.
The movements you were making, it looked like you wanted me to commit seppuku or something. The Japanese, suicide honor thing.
Dude.
No, you just want me to stab myself in the temple with a kitchen knife. That's
funny
cool.
You brought up Japanese people.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it funny that I brought up Japanese people?
Yeah, because I've been listening to a Dan Carlin podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's about Japanese soldiers and how fucking loyal they were, and how in World War II there was one guy, I forget his fucking name. How convenient. Who would have thought? But he was ordered to go to the Philippines, him and his troops. And the Japanese,
during wartime.
Yes. And the Japanese emperor, I think they had an emperor then,
Yeah.
told him to never retreat, like never surrender.
Never retreat, never surrender.
Yes. And kill yourself before you fucking get captured.
Oh, Jesus.
And don't stop until I tell you it's okay. And he literally was in Philippines, like in the fucking
In the thicket?
in the woods and shit, like in the forest and that, all the way into the 70s.
Huh?
Like 20 years after the fucking war, killing people and everything. They literally, like, Japan had to literally fly in his family. Like, this was ordered from like America and shit. They had to fly in homeboy's family, and the family had to go to find him, and they tried to convince him, and he still wouldn't go because it wasn't the emperor.
He didn't believe him?
Yeah. And then Dan Carlin, the amazing storyteller that he is, started talking about samurais and how Japanese soldiers have been so loyal. And they're like the most loyal army and like top 5 of all time.
I mean, even now, honor is an enormous thing in Japanese society.
In World War II, they were fucking killing themselves. Like, it was nothing. Straight up for their country.
Yeah.
That's just fucking nuts.
Terrorists are doing the same thing now?
True, but terrorists aren't like a country. A country's army. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So that's a country that's established. It's not like a third world country. Just straight up killing themselves, like destroying their fucking planes and shit. It kind of blew my mind.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, it's a little unorthodox, for sure.
They literally defended their island from the Mongols.
Well, yeah.
Twice.
Horses don't do well on water.
They shipped their fucking fleet.
Still, you lose the benefit of the rolling horde when you're on a boat.
Sure. The Mongols, Dan Carlin said they easily could have done it, but when they tried both times, it takes a lot of resources because it takes weeks for the boats to get there, and you have to feed your troops the whole time there.
And the horses.
And the horses, and you got to feed them when they get on the island.
Can you imagine all the horse poop that's on those boats?
Dude, I don't want to.
It's literally just big boats of horse poop.
Those boats
are made for walking.
Those boats were disgusting back then. Humans were disgusting back then.
Humans are disgusting, period.
You're disgusting. I'm not.
You're disgusting.
I'm like the most clean person on the planet, bitch.
I was literally listening to you work out. It was like flubber bouncing around, you know?
Flubber?
Yeah, you know the movie with...
Dude, I had to bring the dog out in
Williams.
me. I was like grunting and shit.
I heard.
I haven't done insanity in a long time.
You had to get it back.
Yeah, this is my second week back from Jamaica.
Yeah.
I didn't work out. I didn't work out at all in Jamaica. I was like, before Jamaica, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring exercise shorts and I'm gonna work out. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna work out the whole time because I was sick for 2 weeks before that and I didn't work out at all. So I fucking needed it. So I worked out like the first day and I was just drinking every day. Every time I'm like, fuck it. I'm not fucking working out on vacation. But I came back and I've been trying to get back into the groove.
Right. You did. So you technically took like 3 weeks off.
Yeah, that's probably the longest I've taken off in years. I'm not even joking. But it's been hard for me to get back into it because I try to do what I was doing when I was in the thick of it.
At the same intensity.
Yes. And expecting myself to be recovered just as well.
Right.
Like the other day, I jogged 6 miles and then I got to Dead Man's Hill, which is like a fucking 50-foot hill that's kind of like high up. Mm-hmm. What is that called? The depth?
Steep.
The steep. There you go.
Steepness.
There you go. I sprinted up it and down it. And
sprinted up and down the hill?
Yeah.
Oh, that big ass hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I jogged back. So it was like 3 miles there, 3 miles back, 6 miles. And then I couldn't work out the next 2 days after that because my legs were just blown the fuck out.
Couldn't move.
My knee was all fucked up. I felt weird. Like it wasn't like sore. It just felt off. So I was like, what the fuck?
I believe the way you described it was it felt like your kneecap would just pop out, something like that.
I would give out on me.
Oh, yeah.
My bum ass knees because I was fat more than half my fucking life.
That's true.
So, yeah, I haven't been fucking getting a good workout. So I did a quick insanity workout because I didn't have much time today.
Yeah.
And I was fucking exhausted in the first 6 minutes. My arms were dying on me. We're doing fucking diamond push-ups and shit. I'm fucking like having the hardest time. And then the burpees, like killed me. Diamond jump burpees, my legs couldn't even fucking move for a minute there. So I had to like scream and get the dog out on me.
Oh,
I was
understandable.
like, there's those moves where you're like bent over, leaning on one leg, almost like in a lunge position, and you're like kicking your other leg up to your abs and flexing your abs and hitting your knee.
I can do that for about 5 seconds.
Oh, dude, I can do that for a while. But I was like, that's the part where I was like getting really, really crazy.
Yeah, that was the flubber sound, I think.
Yeah. I was envisioning me kneeing somebody. So I have to knee as hard as I can.
That was your motivation?
Yeah, man. Just boom, boom. I think of my stepdad.
Jesus. Some clear issues being ironed out in these insanity sessions. As long as you're working through it.
Stress relief, baby.
Yeah. That's something.
So hopefully I'm not super sore tomorrow.
I definitely get what you're saying, though. I've recently, as I've been talking about on the podcast, I've gotten back into Dota. Obviously, this compares directly with what you're experiencing with these insanity workouts. I used to play it a lot. Like, for like 6 months periods, I would play like 3-5 games a day. And each game is like 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I remember. And that's like when we first moved in together. You were playing that shit nonstop.
Oh, even before that, I was playing it even more when I was still living with my parents. I had no reason not to. I'd get home, just play some Dota. I got pretty good, I feel, at least for my skill bracket, which is like dead fucking bottom, but I thought at least I was good. But now I'm playing it again and putting the results on YouTube and shit, and it's a fucking struggle. It's not like a bike, man. You don't just remember this shit.
Well, when you're recording something, the pressure is there. Subconsciously, it's there no matter
How
what.
would you know? You have no videos, Nick. Actually, you do. You're on our NBA thing,
Yeah.
but that's still mostly.
And when we're not recording, I play way better.
It's true. When we do our little practice games, little warm-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no problems. Then we start recording.
And then
it's
I
like
it's
you gotta
the
like
lights are on, you know what I mean?
yeah, you gotta like multitask. You're trying to focus on the game, but then
And
you also
be
have to focus
entertaining.
on yourself,
Yeah.
right? You gotta focus on the audience. God, some shit.
Acting like it's so fucking hard.
It is hard, man.
It's
Like
fun.
out of the past 20 Dota games that I've played, I think I've won about 3. Not joking. It's been a serious fucking struggle.
It's streaky, isn't it?
It kind of is. Well,
And you can't control your teammates.
yeah, a lot
So
of the
it's just like
times-
my Halo, when I fucking joined a Halo 3 game and I got 20s on my team and I'm facing 450s.
Right. Sometimes some games are definitely unwinnable, but I try not to look at them that way because the bracket that I'm in, now that I'm through the ranked calibration, which if you watch a YouTube series, you'll figure all that shit out. It's a whole complicated system. But I'm at like the bottom of the rankings. I'm at the 2nd tier out of 8, I believe. So
Right.
these people aren't fucking good. If I was good, if I was better than them, I would be able to win the games by myself.
I thought you told me before that you need your whole team to participate to win.
When you're all the same skill level, absolutely. If you're down a man and you're all the same skill level, you're just going to fucking lose. That's
Right,
it.
but you think that you're good enough to carry the whole team?
I don't think that at all. I'm saying if I was good enough to advance, I would be able to do it no matter what. Even if my teammates are shitty, making mistakes, I should be able to compensate.
You say that, but you see how I play Halo.
You're not at the bottom of the skill level, though.
Right, I'm not, but I still lose a lot of games because I get shit teammates.
Because you suck.
I'll hit 25 kills, 13 assists, and like 9 deaths, and we lose by like 10.
That doesn't often happen to me. The last game I played, though, I didn't record it, but I played it, and I got about 29 kills, maybe 3 deaths, and
Jesus.
I literally carried.
Is that the game that you told me about when Homeboy was just AFK half the game?
Yes, I was playing a game, like I said, if
You
you're
were
a man,
so proud of that.
if you're a man down, you just lose. That's how it works. But one of my teammates just decided to just chill. They were just AFK for a while, and in this game, if you're AFK, if you're not doing things, killing people, you're seriously gimped. Because
You know what? I like when I was younger playing Halo and people were AFK, I used to fucking hate it. I would get so fucking mad because I knew that you're fucking with me, man.
Right, they're wasting your time.
You are fucking with me. Don't do that. Don't fuck with me, man. And my fucking 14-year-old fat self that was super confident on Xbox talking all this shit like a troll. I wasn't a troll back then, dude.
You were, I
Jesus
know.
Christ. I'd talk so much shit and get so mad at them. But now that I'm an adult, every time I see somebody that's like, they're playing, But then all of a sudden they just like randomly stop for like 20 seconds. I immediately think they're taking a rip of a bong right now.
Really?
That's what I think.
That's the only logic you have,
Like
huh?
they're taking a rip of the bong, and I can't even be mad at them.
Dude, if that's what happened to this guy, I want what he was hitting, because he was gone for a solid 15 to 20 minutes.
He fucking took a bucket hit, and then they had a coughing fit or something.
Right, he had to go comatose, take a nap real quick. But that happened like in the middle of the game. Things were going pretty well. I was doing pretty well. And then he just leaves, and I was like, well, great, we lost.
Did your morale go?
Yeah, but I was still killing people.
Take your anger out on them?
I think I did. But I kept us in it purely by killing everybody, and
That's good.
the other team just had no idea how to advance.
That's good that you were passionate about it, though. Did it feel great when you won?
It did. I was like, oh, fuck those guys. Fuck that guy that quit. He eventually came back and had a pretty good comeback, though, so it worked out.
So he got high and he fucking did it.
Yeah, he came back and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm playing a game. Forgot.
Have you ever gotten into a fucking huge coughing fit from smoking? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I have. Like, for like 20 minutes?
Not 20 minutes. That shit's ridiculous. You have some asthma problems, bro. When I cough, usually it's when you guys are sleeping. I go in my room. I stuff my face into my pillows. I go,
Really?
yeah. You see, you didn't even know. That's how
Secret?
no.
Silent?
Discreet.
Discreet.
I was about to say secrete. That's how secrete I am.
I cough too much. I'm convinced my lungs are just done. I feel like
you literally just have asthma and you're inhaling
I think
smoke.
I got black lung, dude.
You're inhaling smoke.
dying.
Do it faster and quieter, please.
I am loud as shit when I cough. Dude, is the raid time?
9:30, yeah. What the fuck? Okay.
I don't know about you,
I'm not gonna
but
pause.
you paused it?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. So say I don't know about you, but I love this fucking guild. We're talking about Star Wars
Galaxy of Heroes, baby.
Yeah.
Mobile game. All you
get-
gotta do is collect characters and just a bunch of Star Wars characters.
It's a long-term game. It's a really
Absolutely.
fun game.
I've been playing since like,
If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll dig this shit. If you're patient with games.
and you don't mind dealing with scummy advertising tactics.
Sure, but even in this game, like this game, it's pay to win, but you can still win without paying if you do your due diligence and like study and shit before the game.
Which I think a lot of people don't do. That's why you see those random ass teams with fucking
I
Boba
should've
Fett and
fucking-
Captain Phasma.
Should have waited till it was the Rancor.
You should have. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm going straight in.
We're doing a raid right now, and
Right.
we just joined a new guild, and we're like the shittiest. We're not the shittiest people in this guild, but it's a really, really good guild,
Right.
and we're getting really, really good rewards that we weren't used to.
On the negative side, though, the guild is so good that these raids, they last about 30 minutes. So
Right.
if you don't hurry up and get in there and get your 2 cents in, you're gonna get like shit rewards.
Yes, which is why right before we started this podcast, I told you, hey, we got 53 minutes before this fucking raid starts, so we're doing it.
We are 55 minutes into this podcast, and we are doing this shit right now. This is live action. So I'm at 98.5% right now.
I'm at 91.5.
I bet you I get them lower than you do.
I bet you're right.
Are you using your Empire team?
Yes. I'm using Tarkin, TIE Fighter, Vader, Thrawn, because I got Thrawn
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
and Emperor Palpatine. Dude, that was like the best feeling I've gotten from this game is getting Thrawn.
I'm not
was
surprised
just
you got him.
desserts.
I knew you were gonna get him. I was just not sure how soon you would get him. I thought it would be like a last second thing. Like there was literally like 2 hours left in the legendary event and you'd just barely get him. I, on the other hand, had a perfectly easy time getting Thrawn.
Bullshit.
was so
It
easy.
took you way longer to get Thrawn than it took me. You were like,
Yeah, well, I was level 678 or something. It was fucking hard, man.
you were a Debbie Downer that whole fucking weekend.
It was so hard.
Because you're like, dude, I just can't do it.
Can't do it.
I'm too low. And I was like, well,
I
then
might as well just not even play anymore.
just fucking wait till next time. You're like,
No,
I can't.
It's too important. See, these legendary events only come around like every 3 months. They're on a cycle. So if you miss it, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage when everyone else around you fucking has it.
Right, which I fucking did. I didn't have Thrawn until literally a week ago. And you've had it for how long? And Thrawn is like one of the best characters in the game.
He's my fave.
He's probably the most universal character. Right?
Yeah, you can plug him in anywhere. All he does is completely disable other characters, so...
I cannot believe how well I'm doing against these.
What percentage you at?
73.9.
I'm at 79.
You started at 90.
I started at 100.
I started at 94, I think.
You didn't start at 100?
I don't think so.
How is that even possible? I started after you.
Then maybe I did. I wasn't paying attention. How do I got down so much further than you then, bitch?
Because you started before me. Did you not just hear what I said?
You said I started after you.
Before. Said the exact opposite of that, actually. Good listening skills,
I think
though.
you need to enunciate a little bit more.
I think you need to work on your comprehension skills.
Possible.
Take a critical thinking class or something. Yeah, those. I'm picturing Michael Scott being there just thinking about stuff.
I studied today
Critically.
like how I used to study in high school, and I haven't studied like that in a long time.
Yeah, that sounds weird to me. Not like...
I had some downtime at my work today, which is fucking a shocker because I don't have a lot of downtime anymore. And I have an opportunity to become a network support person.
You gonna be an IT guy?
Yes. And it's in downtown Ann Arbor in Michigan. And I'll be working with people that are my age.
This is apparently a big factor for you.
Yes, because I've never worked with people my age. So I work with older people, and it's not...
Like never?
Yes, like never. So it's not fun sometimes. Like I don't get to relate with people. And that definitely makes the job a lot... like
Less
more miserable.
rewarding.
Yeah, like I don't enjoy my time there as much.
I guess if you can't relate with anybody, then it's hard to connect.
Yeah.
And form.
So I feel like
a
an
group.
outcast.
Yeah. Which is never good in an office
Right.
situation.
And this job I'll be with a bunch of fucking nerds, which is I'm like, hello, what's up, man? I'm a nerd too. And it'll be downtown Ann Arbor, which would be dope because I've never worked in a city, and it's a completely new field because I'm in the logistics field right now. So it's definitely a good opportunity for me. And I'll learn a lot. And I think the shit I'll learn I can also utilize for the podcast. Like if I could become efficient with Linux, which I'll learn Linux.
I still don't know what you think you're going to do with Linux that benefits.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
That's just your vague, I don't know, I'll do something.
And I'll learn about a lot of shit, I imagine, as far as that industry in general. Like how does Brad know about hard drives that we need and what was it called? File transfer shit. Like
I knew about that.
Sure, you did because you're in that field. You're in graphic
I'm not
design.
an IT
You're
guy.
in graphic design.
There's nothing in graphic design that relates to
You're on a fucking
file
computer
transfer
doing computer
programs.
shit.
Aren't you?
I'm doing Microsoft Excel.
What's that on?
That's stupid shit.
A computer, you're right.
It's stupid shit.
Don't
So
try to
I don't know dick about Linux or networking. So I got our networks.
Why did they hire you then?
Well, because I know somebody. It's all about
I know a guy.
I know a guy, right? And
Fuck.
what?
What?
Who'd I fuck? Mm-hmm. Don't ask questions. But I'm studying it, and that guy is gonna also train me. But before he trains me, because I'm going over there Monday, I'm gonna study so I can show him that I've put my due diligence in and I actually mean it. So he's gonna give me okay, he actually means that he wants to get this job. So I'm gonna teach him really well.
I want to prove your worth.
Yeah, so I was watching YouTube videos today at work, and I was literally writing down on a notepad, like pages, front to back, getting hand cramps and shit, just like in high school, so I can drill this shit and study it.
Did it feel good?
It sucked doing it, but it felt rewarding after the fact that I could say,
Yeah, I feel like it would. Like you feel
I
satisfied.
right. I told myself to do it, and I did it. So
Feels good,
cool.
man.
I think it's good to force yourself to do things that you don't necessarily want to do at times.
I do, yeah. I hang on to this quote that I heard. I don't know where I heard it or where I read it, but I probably just gave away where I read it. But
I see what you did there.
it goes something like, I just completely forgot it because of that joke. One second, give me a minute to collect myself.
Quote about doing hard things. Discipline.
That you have to fulfill the things that you say to yourself because you have to be able to trust yourself.
Yes.
If you can't trust yourself, then you're not gonna be able to trust anybody. No one's gonna be able to trust you.
I know a person that needs that advice. not like you.
Thanks, pal.
I don't want to
Real
say.
fucking subtle.
I gotta get better at not saying people's names that
You
I
do.
know.
This is
know what I
this is
mean?
not a private conversation.
So I'm not gonna do that. But I do think that is good advice.
Yeah.
And I try to do that a lot when I'm working out. It's like holding myself accountable. Like, okay, I'm gonna jog 5 miles today. I'm not gonna stop at all anytime throughout the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And there's times that I do stop, and then I sometimes I'll try to justify it, but well, I'm not in the best shape right now. Blah blah blah.
really hard yesterday.
Yeah. And there's other times you're like, well, you know what? Okay, you didn't do it this time, but I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. But what can I do next time to make sure I do it?
Right.
Is it my nutrition? Did I get enough sleep? Was I just mentally weak that day? What is it? And then the next time I do it, I usually always achieve what I set. the goal for.
Right. That's a good
And when
thing
you
to
do it, it's a good feeling. At least for me, I like to reward myself for it.
Sure.
Like give myself a little pat in the back, like.
You like to do that with a lot of things, though.
It's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If I earned it, I earned it. If I'm giving stupid ass pat in the backs, then yeah, that's like a doucher move. What's your fucking rate at?
I am at 9%. If I can get this down before everyone dies because of the enraged, then that resets the enrage.
My Tarkin died,
I can do so much damage.
which kind of sucks. But I'm at 16%.
I'm doing work. Vader with the lightsaber throw.
Oh, dude,
5%.
they got enraged.
Yeah.
Vader just got fucked.
My guy's enraged right now, but he's fractured down to 3%. We're doing damage. 2%. The shot. Come on.
He's fractured.
1%.
You're gonna get him.
0.8%. 0.5%. 0.05%. Moving on. Next tier.
Good job, John.
Thank you. I just took him
Fuck off, man.
100% to 0. I'm the best.
How does that work? Does it just add up our damage?
Yeah. Even if it goes over the amount of health that it has, it'll still be cumulative in a way.
Okay. Well, I didn't get the go all the way down, but I did 1.7, which ain't bad.
It's not bad.
1.7 million. Motherfuckers.
And that was just one team.
I'm number one.
Sure, that's not going to last just because everyone else is still in it.
Now, which do you use Commander Luke as your lead for your Rebel team, or do you use Wedge?
I don't have a good wedge, so I use Commander Luke.
I think I should use Wedge though.
Probably.
But then again, I like the fucking counterattacks.
The reason I use Luke is because the team that I've built around him with Ezra, Leia, R2, and Old Ben, it just works. So if I fit in Wedge, then I have to take someone else out for Biggs, and it's just not worth it. Leia, Ezra, and R2-D2 work so well together.
Do you need a taunt character for the Rancor? Which part do you want right now? Are we at the part where you shoot the thing and the gate drops?
Yeah. I don't have a taunt, so...
Okay, so I'm going to use Luke.
Although you kind of do need a taunt just because he eats someone.
Yeah, but that's all random.
It's not random because if you taunt...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
If you taunt, he'll eat you.
So should I use Luke, Biggs, Wedge, Leia, and Old Ben, or R2 or Ezra? Because if I have Ezra, I got a fucking just offense powerhouse team.
Doesn't your Ezra not have mods, though?
I threw some mods on him. All my rebels don't have mods, though.
Okay, well, maybe that's problem number one. I mean, give it a shot. Just play with it. That's the best thing about this game.
That's what I do every night, dude.
Play with it?
Just play with it.
Yes, Sam, once again, not giving you enough. Sam plays with you.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's never enough. You understand me?
Did you know that there is a new, and pardon my nerdiness, but there is a new World of Warcraft expansion coming out called Battle for Azeroth?
Is that why you just bought World of Warcraft again?
I wasn't going to announce that just yet. I need to build some confidence about it. But yes!
Build some confidence?
Yes.
Are you ashamed?
That is a bit of a guilty pleasure, yes. I've been playing World of Warcraft since I was like 14, maybe younger. Not like actively. It's been kind of on and off. But when I was younger, I used to play all the goddamn time. I wouldn't even really do anything. I was just hang out with the people that I met on there.
You didn't do like the raids?
I got up to like level 50.
Really?
I don't think
you were like one of those noobs on RuneScape.
I was not a noob, man.
I was a noob on RuneScape for the longest time.
So what? Everyone's a noob eventually.
Dude, that was the best times.
Noobs?
Yeah, because now I can't play RuneScape and have fun. Because I immediately know every step and every quest I need to do to be as efficient as possible. And I can't enjoy myself when I'm dicking around in the game because of...
You're not doing it efficiently?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm wasting time. So it makes it not even fun for me because I feel like I'm a robot playing the game because I'm fucking just doing the purely efficient shit.
I feel like that's like the cost of growing up. You stop doing things because it's fun. You start doing it because that's what benefits you at the time.
Yeah.
And that's shitty.
You're thinking long term and you're thinking of like...
You gotta get something out of this.
Right.
That's definitely a
and
dangerous way to live.
As an adult, though, you don't have all the time in the world that you have as a child, where you can dick around for 2 hours and still play the game efficiently for 3 more hours.
I know.
Now you get like an hour to play, and
you better make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't play a lot of new games.
It's because you just gotta.
I don't have a lot of time, so I can't get emotionally invested into the game. It takes too long for me to get invested in the game, so I just play something that I'm used to.
Sad.
Halo 3.
It's a sad story.
Is it? I don't
think
think
so.
it's sad.
If you're not doing something because you don't feel like you had the time to do it because you're just too busy, can't focus on it.
I don't make the time to do it.
I guess. Well, I'm making.
It's my decision.
Like, is it? You made it sound like it wasn't.
Well, I'm saying because of my mindset and the way that I approach being productive.
Mm-hmm.
I can't justify fucking off and having fun on the game.
I can't just have fun, damn it.
No, not really. Like, not in that sense when I'm playing a video game. I don't know why. I'm not saying it's a good thing at all. Fuck you, Rancor. You just ate my Luke.
Yeah, he ate my Vader. It's bad times.
My Rebel team did 530,000.
Wow.
Ain't that bad. Dude, me and you are like fucking this thing up. Aw.
Someone, what?
Why did I use my Ezra? I don't gotta, like, I would use them for my Phoenix team typically.
You did use him?
Yeah, I just throw R2 in here. Or should I throw old Ben?
R2's fine. Because he gets bonuses for
droids.
droids.
He is on Rebels.
Yeah, he's a rebel and he gives bonuses to droids and Jedi and all that shit. R2's a dog. Well, he's a droid, but also...
I was just about to say that R2 is like a low-key good character in this game. Dude,
he's a low-key good character in the entire series. He's been there from day one. A1 since day one.
I've been trying to get a Star Wars nerd on our podcast.
You want a Star Wars nerd?
Well, I've been trying to get guests in general.
Are we not Star Wars nerdy enough for you?
No, I want guests that are like specialized in a certain niche because they're doing shit the right way. If we're doing shit
what do you mean?
We're doing shit the wrong way
think so?
irrespective of marketing and trying to get a fan base immediately. Yes, for sure.
Because we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, we are extremely all over the place, but we're not trying to build a brand based off of a specific topic or a specific...
Right. We're your one-stop shop for so many fucking things.
We're trying to build a brand of ourselves and be entertaining and hope that our fans can enjoy and relate to all the shit that we do. Right. Not all the things that we do, but the majority of the things that we do. Like, I don't expect everybody to be interested in all the same things that I'm interested in.
Because it's kind of some conflicting principles with the MMA and sports and the massive video game nerdiness. Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, I don't want to have to force us to talk about only one topic.
Yeah, I don't want to be like those video game streamers who are playing Fortnite just because the kids were watching Fortnite.
Right.
They low-key
what's popular right now.
Test the game.
Which, if you're talking business-wise, that is the smart thing to do.
I guess so, but it just makes you miserable.
Right, exactly. But then are you even having fun anymore is the thing.
Yeah. 3.2 million!
Just off your first fucking try?
Just the Empire team, baby. Look at me, top of that list. Next.
Which team did you use?
Same team you did.
Did you? My Thrawn ain't shit yet.
I thought it's a dog. He was the last one alive. He almost always is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My last person alive is Palpatine. Because that motherfucker is just a little rat.
He just heals.
He knows how to survive.
Crazy. You ready to talk UFC?
I just wanted to talk about Mighty Mouse and Cejudo. And
I actually watched their first fight together. Didn't we watch it?
Probably.
Was that at my house? My parents' house at the time?
Absolutely not.
We watched Mighty Mouse fight someone. It was...
we did at a party.
John Dodson.
Was that when you first met my girlfriend, Sam? Or was that a different time?
Your girlfriend, Sam? Not your other girlfriend or one of the other ones?
Why you gotta bring it past?
Because you did.
I don't think that was the same day. But I do remember that now.
We definitely watched... it was Demetrius Johnson and...
versus John Dodson?
John Dodson, yeah. I remember.
No, it was when the first fight was Cejudo and Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse just destroyed him in the first round.
All right. I did watch that, though. So...
That being said...
Has Cejudo
improved? He's improved a lot. His striking is unreal right now. He's knocking people out. And obviously his wrestling is high caliber. It's fucking Olympic level. It's some of the best wrestling in MMA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely interested to see how this fight goes. Because I think Cejudo's a lot more confident now. And obviously, the more you fight somebody, the more you get to know them. So is that going to benefit Mighty Mouse more? Or is that going to benefit Cejudo more? Like,
well, how many fights has Mighty Mouse won in a row now?
He broke fucking...
Getting hard to count.
Yeah, he broke Silva's record. What is it, like 12 in a row now he has?
It's fucking insane. Do you think this is...
I don't
The
think
time he loses.
the only person I see taking Mighty Mouse's belt is TJ fucking
Dillashaw.
Dillashaw. Dude,
The manimal.
here's the thing. I love Cody Garbrandt.
I know you do.
I love Cody
It's
Garbrandt.
very distressing to me most of the time.
But I am nervous for him against TJ because TJ is he's a complete fighter.
He's violent.
He's the perfect fucking package.
Yep.
His wrestling's unreal.
5-tool player.
His ferociousness is unreal. He's calculated. He is a extremely good stand-up striker.
Yeah.
His footwork is unparalleled. Well, that's not true, but it's like it's extremely good.
Right.
And he can fight in multiple stances. His leg kicks are amazing. Like he has like some of the best coach chemistry that a fighter can have with a fighter and a coach.
Got a great team.
Yeah. And he's bred for being a champion.
Just good.
And Cody Garbrandt is extremely top notch as well. Extremely top notch as well. Good fucking grammar, Nick.
I can tell you're an author. Do you write books?
All the time, yeah.
Poems, maybe?
But his wrestling is underrated as fuck. Like I don't think he went to college for wrestling, but his high school wrestling, he has a lot of fucking accolades.
Did I ever tell you that I did wrestling when I was younger?
Yeah, you told me you got your ass whipped by a girl and you cried and ran away like a little bitch.
That's exactly what happened. I was a bit of a heavier set kid, so they were putting me
No,
against
you
all...
weren't.
I was heavier than I was tall, that's for goddamn sure. So all the kids were enormous. I believe I fought a black kid who was 6 feet tall. I was in elementary school.
I feel like stocky not fighters.
I wasn't stocky. I had a gut, I think, and it didn't show on me at all, but it was there. It showed on the scales, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
I had a very high walking around weight, that's for sure. But go on.
Thanks for interrupting me with your lame
How's it
ass
feel,
story.
man? Random ass tangents. Does it feel good?
I'm the tangent guy.
I'm just
Okay?
giving you a taste of your own medicine, so you fucking stop.
You gotta be the normal guy.
No!
Yes.
I want a tangent sometimes.
No, you're not allowed.
So
His wrestling's
school
underrated.
wrestling.
His wrestling is extremely underrated, and his striking, his hands are the best in the division. I feel. TJ's, as far as stand up in an MMA fight, he got kicks.
He's got kicks.
He got kicks. I don't think Cody's leg kicks. I don't think Cody's head kicks are nearly as devastating as TJ's. So I'm really nervous. I want Cody to win because I want to see the trilogy, but part of me is like thinking the only reason why I want him to win, or the only reason why I think he'll win, is because
you like him.
It's because I'm emotional towards it. You know what I
Your
mean?
heart is speaking for
Yeah.
you, making your choice. You know that doesn't work out for you.
Statistically, the person who wins the first fight has way better odds of winning the second fight. That being said, Cody almost fucking finished TJ in the first round. He dropped him twice.
Yep.
So, and TJ was saved by the bell. So Cody was doing work standing up.
Yeah.
And Cody's confident as fuck. And the thing I like about Cody is he's real. He's not he doesn't put up a front, and he's emotionally
Invested
in the fight in a good way. He doesn't let his emotions get the best of him. He uses them as
He embraces it.
right, and he's very calculated. And I always bring it up to you. I love how when he got knocked out to TJ, when he was walking back out of the ring, back in the backstage and that, he's like, I'm going to remember this feeling. I want to remember this. I want to embrace this so I know it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I fucking like that shit. That's motivating as fuck.
Yeah, how can you feel down if you watch a guy get beat the fuck up and then he comes back stronger somehow?
Right. And also, Cody had back issues before that fight.
There's always an excuse with you and your fighters. Always some nagging injury. Nate Diaz tore his fucking ACL in the middle of the fight.
He did.
Shut up! I don't want to hear it.
Connor did too against Max Holloway.
I stubbed my toe on my chair.
Dude, you deserve it.
How does that even happen?
You deserve it.
Anyways, who do you think's gonna win out of DJ versus Cejudo?
DJ?
And who do you think's gonna win out of TJ and Cody?
I don't know. Who do you think's gonna win?
I really like TJ.
I'll do that. I'll do Cody. Because we
Will you?
technically do gotta do picks.
That makes
today.
you and your girlfriend both.
Oh, fuck yeah, she would. Are you serious?
In a second.
No, what's fucked up is I showed her on our first date because I told her that I want to get a neck tattoo. She goes, that's
Stupid.
disgusting. I was like, no, it's not. It looks good. Here, look at Cody Garbrandt. He don't look bad, does he? And I was like, this guy looks good. And she's like, yeah, he looks good.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You're on a date with me, and you're over here talking about this guy.
You brought it up. It's your fault. That's how I feel.
Let me see if there's any other fucking good fights on this card real quick. Man, I wish Gustafson was on this card.
Yeah. I'm still doing this Rancor raid and I'm tearing shit up.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, never mind. Everyone's dying. How did you just one-shot Luke? He's not even enraged.
There's good fights, but it's nothing worth making shot bets on. So we're gonna just do them.
Let's do the top three. What was the third fight? I don't think we even
Cub
picked.
Swanson versus Renato Moicano.
I'll take Cub Swanson.
Renato's 12-0-1. He's younger. Cub Swanson just lost to fucking Frankie. Cub Swanson is so good. He's like
So good.
kind of like Gustafson in the way that he has championship level.
The gatekeeper.
Yeah, just a notch below.
Yeah. I always feel bad for those guys. In a way.
You do and you don't. I mean, they're living their dream, and they're at the level where they're making money from it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and they're entertaining. Like, they love the shit. I will never envy somebody who's doing a job that they love.
You will never envy them?
That came out wrong. I will never feel sorry for somebody who's doing a job.
Someone.
Yes, that is doing a job that they love, because that's like my dream.
That's the goal.
It's my dream.
I think that should be everyone's goal. Because if you're not doing something that you love doing, you're kind of just wasting your time. And for what?
For money.
Which you need for what? To enjoy your time?
Because
which you spend doing something you don't love.
Everybody thinks that you need it just because of what's constantly drilled in your head your whole life.
And it's thrown in your face. Look at how much money Cardi B is making. Look how much money Ninja is making. All he's doing is playing video games. Just play and buy video games.
It's crazy to me how there's so many people that have careers and shit that they aren't interested in.
Mm-hmm. Like, why? I mean, you're about to be an IT guy. You don't even know anything about Linux.
I'm not holding I'm guilty of it too, for sure. But this new field will be something I'm more interested in than the fucking logistics.
I think,
and it's not my long-term goal for that.
If you have a purpose other than, well, I guess I'm getting a job.
Yeah, that's what keeps me going at my job. It's like, this isn't what I want to do for my career.
There's something more.
Right. I'm doing this for the long-term goal.
Yeah.
I'm just basically doing it so I don't fucking not poor shit, and I like can't afford to have a girlfriend anymore, and like
can't afford. You pay Sam to stay here. Is that why?
Listen,
is that why you guys put up with each other? Is just the money?
Listen.
Okay.
You either pay them to stay or you pay them to leave. Either way, you're paying. Regardless.
Well, I think you should pay Sam to leave. I'm getting tired of that.
Tommy said the other day. Oh, not Tommy. Somebody I know. Mm. He was like, Nick, you should turn your lease in and get a new one. Just talking shit, trying to get her mad.
Yeah.
But
exciting shit.
You sound excited, right?
Yeah.
Exciting shit.
I hate you. All the time. Have I told you that ever?
Like, at least twice a day.
So that's UFC.
That's the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Well, I had a whole segment to go into about World of Warcraft. Kind of cut me off and started talking about MMA, but whatever. Let's just end the show. That's fine.
I just saved you guys all 10 minutes of the most nerd, stupid shit of your life.
You're welcome! I wasn't actually going to.
I was going to say, do you want to talk about it? Oh my God, you fucking fool.
I like to lie, in case you didn't notice.
That's not good. I need to rethink this fucking business.
Keeps people on their toes. I keep them honest.
Fucking the wild card, Charlie style.
Wild card, bitches. Anyways, this has been Passive and Aggressive. If you like the show, make sure you hit is there a like button?
There's a rate button.
Rate. That's right.
Which you should probably rate our podcast. Kind of shitty that you haven't rated our podcast on iTunes yet.
Yes. About me?
I'm rated it.
Doesn't that sound...
I've given it 5 stars.
That sounds like liking your own post on Facebook, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
No.
Nick?
I like my own Instagram posts sometimes.
Oh, no!
Like, I'll be on the PNA
Oh, you'll switch accounts?
I won't, like, if I'm on my wall, my personal wall, and the PNA cast comes up, I like it.
Do you like your own stuff with PNA cast, Nick?
No, I don't think so.
Nick?
I might be guilty of it, but I don't think I've never intentionally.
I need more likes in this photo switch to PNA cast.
No, I'm not like that.
I bet you do. So yeah, if you're interested in our Instagram, Nick actually does a pretty good fucking job with it.
I try.
There's some entertaining stuff on there. So check us out. We actually have a lot of followers. We're not just talking out of our asses right now.
Yeah, we're trying to convert those followers into listeners.
Right.
But our followers, the good thing is that they're part of our target market, which is good. So they're not like fake bullshit things.
True. You can also check out our website, pnacast.com. We got all of our episodes on there, both YouTube and the podcast. You can also check out our merch that I've painstakingly set up for you guys.
Yeah, he designed every t-shirt.
I paint the shirts and then ship them out to you. They're hand painted.
He fucking don't. He has a sweatshop in the apartment that he doesn't like to bring up because of the immoral implications. Donald's not a good guy, guys. He tries to act like he is, but he's not.
Let's see. In the past 5 minutes, I've talked about lying and the dishonesty. I run a sweatshop. Yeah, that's pretty great.
You sure heard what he said before the intro of this podcast? That's neither near or there.
Fuck you, man. That shit didn't happen.
If you guys like this, if you want to share it to anybody else that you think will like it, like I said earlier, I'm looking for a fucking Star Wars nerd that I want to like nerd the fuck out and have dope ass fucking conversations about Star Wars Rebels, the Clone Wars. I'm fascinated about the shit that happens in between the movies.
Yeah.
So, if you think you're that guy, you can give us some
give us what we need.
Down information.
We need some information.
And give our audience some really good, entertaining shit. Let us know. Let us know on the Instagram account or email us. I think the emails and all that shit's on the Instagram and on the website, pnacast.com. Instagram's pnacast. It's all pnacast. It's everywhere because I'm a fucking dog with the marketing.
I'm pretty sure it was all me.
That being said,
I'm pretty sure I made every single account that we have.
This is pnacast.
Stop saying pnacast.
I'm just trying to get the product placement, product words out as a marketer.
You can't place your own product.
Yes, I can.
Inside
I just
the
did.
product.
Bye.
See you guys next time.